Avengers Kang Dynasty is going to be one of the biggest Marvel films after Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame for a lot of reasons. It's going to be the first movie post Iron Man and Steve Rogers moving into a new phase of characters, including the Eternals, She-Hulk, Moon Knight, the return of Daredevil, and more. Ant-Man 3, which is the first movie in Phase 5, for sure has a big setup into the next and first big film, this being Avengers Kang Dynasty. Going with the Ant-Man 3 plot, which explains the story of this variant of Kang. Each variant of Kang has a collective story as each other connects in this multiverse storyline. In Loki, He Who Remains explained the story of the different variants and the way he brought every reality into one circular. This is something that we see in Loki, as all the realities are together are in one circle. The Ant-Man 3 plot says that during the time that Janet was in the quantum realm, she meets Kang. Well, a variant of this character. This meetup sets up the film and the revenge that will begin Kang Dynasty. We know that there are evil versions of a character and a good version, like evil Avid and good Avid. Exploring the multiverse, we can expect an evil version of a character. We don't know what universe does this version of Kang come from, but seeing he has a ship that can travel the multiverse is going to be awesome to see. The way it goes in Ant-Man 3 is that Janet and Kang were both trapped in the quantum realm together in the past. He has a ship that can travel the multiverse, and Janet and him were fixing it. He wanted to help her fix time so she could get her time back with hope. Janet discovered he was evil via a neural connection he has with his ship. After confronting him and confirming his nature, she destroyed the equipment that made his ship work, and both were trapped in the quantum realm. Even deeper, Kang has been the conqueror ever since, and he has been looking for Janet for revenge. Some interesting things about this are, where does this version of Kang comes from? After all, he says that he has killed the Avengers, this meaning in other timelines. Does this version of Kang come from before the multiversal war, which is explained in Loki, if he is able to travel to another reality using the quantum realm? After all, he's explaining in Avengers Endgame that the quantum realm allows anyone travel to time. Maybe with this ship that he has, is able to travel through time, but as well through the multiverse. This explains why he's trapped in the quantum realm. This version of Kang has the anger of being trapped in the quantum realm, and he wants to escape. He says to Janet that the first thing he's going to do is destroy Earth. Does this mean his plan is this? Of course, he has a lot of revenge for being trapped, but also he was part of the multiversal war, and in the aftermath of whatever happened during those events, he was trapped here. It would be awesome if his scars were created by Who He Remains, and this is just a story connecting everything. In the comics, the way he gets his scars is different. He is only where a younger version of him gets like a painting in his face, and this is why he used that type of scar, but it's not actually a scar in the comics. It's just only a paint. It's only a painting. So that is something that I want to see, but in this case, with the version of this Kang, they're actually scars. I'm actually looking forward how he got those scars in the film. It's even possible that Janet was the one that caused them when they went deeper into the quantum realm. Ant-Man 3 ends with Kang escaping the quantum realm, ending the film in a cliffhanger with Scott and Cassie trapped in this reality. If this is true, this means that the Ant-Man family is going to have knowledge of Kang and are going to inform this to the new Avengers. In the leak plot, it says that Kang is going to destroy and conquer Earth as his first planet. Escaping the quantum realm will confirm that he will get the multiverse spaceship or ship that he wants to fix. This will somehow connect to Secret Wars. We know that after the events of Loki, traveling to the multiverse is easier than before. Now I want to talk about some of the events that can happen in Ant-Man 3 connecting to Avengers Kang Dynasty. We know that we're going to see multiple versions of Kang from what we have seen before. We know that in Loki Season 2, we're going to see a different version of Kang, as well as the one that we saw in He Who Remains. So we're exploring every different variant of Kang the same way that is explored in No Way Home, different variants of Spider-Man as well in the film of Doctor Strange 2, there's multiple versions of a character. Now, when we come to Kang, all of their versions are evil, except maybe my theory is that one of those versions of Kang is gonna be a good guy, and that is going to be Iron Lad, which we know is gonna be a member of the Young Avengers. It's going to be really interesting to see how they build what makes a Kang different from another version of Kang. Something that He Who Remains says is that they're evil versions of him, so every version is possible to be evil. Will different versions of Kang will discover what this version of Kang is doing, and what I mean by this version of Kang is doing, the one that we're gonna see in Ant-Man, and he is going to be the bigger villain in this Kang Dynasty saga or the multiverse saga, or are we going to see different variants that are going to be as evil as him? So this is going to be really interesting, but it makes sense that the way and the reason that they're introducing this version of Kang makes sense that they're going to use this character as a big bad and be explored more and more in the Ant-Man 3 as well as in future films. We know that in Loki we're going to see a different variant of this character, so it's going to be awesome to see how each version of Kang is different. The actor is going to have so much fun playing a different version of each variant. But that's the video for today. What are your thoughts? Leave them in the comments below. If you want to check out my video that I did on the Avengers, the Young Avengers, which is something that I'm really looking forward, you can check it out here. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Christian from Being Premiere, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.